Welcome everyone to Mozzie in a Minute. Today we are joined by Andy Manu. Andy hails from Solomon Islands, but she's actually been in Niue for 12 years now. Andy is originally a lab technician, but from 2017 she was working in public health. So what we want to talk to Andy about today is the realities of working in the Pacific in a country like Niue. So welcome, Andy. Could you just set the scene for us? What is Niue like?
No, thank you for having me. So Niue is a little island in the Pacific. And it's known as the Rock of Polynesia. It's located between Tonga and Samoa, and we have a population of 1,600 people. And since we are quite isolated, there's the means of transportation internationally is through Auckland, New Zealand, and there's only 2 flights per week, or that's if we are lucky, but 1 flight per week or 2 flights per week.
Thank you. So I understand there was a dengue outbreak in 2012, is that right, in Niue?
Yes.
So what challenges did you face with that dengue outbreak because of the remoteness of Niue?
So the main challenge that we faced was lack of manpower, because there's only 4 people in public health team, and so it is really hard to carry out not so much of the response, but groundwork. So that's the main challenge we face. In Niue, transportation is okay. We can get from one village to another. We have a good transportation system, but it's people to carry out the job on ground. That's
so the people on the ground, they'd be doing source reduction and going from house to house, checking for larval habitats of the Aedes vector. Okay. How do you think then that this lack of capacity and not being able to very rapidly reach all of these houses, do you think that had changed the course of the epidemic at all that you had in 2012? Do you think if it had been different, would that epidemic have played out differently?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, I was in the lab at that time. So in public health at the time, it was only 3. But I feel like if there's more of us in public health or more, it will be very different.
What about getting supplies in? If you needed insecticides or you needed some surveillance tools, was that a constraint at all during that outbreak?
During the outbreak, our supplies were okay. That was, but then I think it created a bit of fear amongst people. So, because we outsourced our spraying program to one of our former colleagues. So during the time, they did a nationwide mosquito spraying, but I don't think they were scared also to. So, like when they found out, there's someone from this village who had dengue, and like they don't want to go and do the spraying over there. So we can't really force them to do, because they made up their mind not to. Yeah.
Was there a lot of fear in the community in general? Okay.
Yeah.
Were there any deaths?
I think there were 2. Okay. I can't remember them. 2 or 3. 2 or 3. So my 3 existing conditions. They were already sick. They had like other medical conditions before they had maybe just trigger or.
So it sounds that in a smaller community, how many people you said there were?
1,600.
1,600. You would need to have some quite intensive community engagement and education to make sure that this fear was try to address it early on as well.
Yes.
Okay, so what advice would you give for someone who would be doing vector surveillance or control in a setting that's similar to Niue?
I would say like understanding the local context, and the environment of the island, and just getting to meet the people and explain to them like in simple terms, or terms that we grassroots people can understand. And because I know they're Niueans, they're good people, and they accept things that will benefit them. So if they understand what the use and the chemicals are safe, and it will benefit everyone for years to come, then it will be easier to carry out surveillance and control and better.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time, based on your experience in Niue, and we look forward to talking to you again sometime.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thanks all.
Yep.